Alright, we're back, folks. Welcome to our second and final live stream of today. Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're in the CubCrafter's NXCub. It is the front-wheeled version of the CubCrafter's Cub. So we don't have a tail dragger. It should be a little bit easier to land. So what we're going to do is we're going to start up from here, taxi out, take off. We're going to fly out, head left and go up the coast here, on up to Monte Carlo, and probably right about here we're going to turn back. We're going to find the airport, turn in, find that, the stadium, and then turn into here, and then we're going to land right there. So it should be a very scenic flight. Hopefully you enjoy it. Sit back, relax, and we'll get in the air shortly. So we'll get the turn the weather off and all that good stuff, and we'll be airborne. I figure this, if we're starting on the ramp, at least that gives people time to come in and settle down and whatever. Oops. All right, turn off the weather so we have nice, looks nice anyway, but we just want to make sure we don't have anything unexpected. We don't want our co-pilot talking to ATC just yet. Let's get our checklist. Do that. All right. Interesting that our radio hasn't come on. Oop.
Con ground Froggy 2377 with Alpha request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Froggy 2377 taxi to and hold short of runway 17 using taxiway Charlie 1 cross runway 22 Bravo 2 Yankee Romeo Whiskey, Papa 2 Papa 1. Contact tower on 118.625 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 17 using taxiway Charlie 1 cross runway 22 Bravo 2 Yankee Romeo Whiskey Papa 2 Papa 1 Froggy 2377.
Okay. We're waiting for the throttle to adjust. Looks like it's stuck there.
Oil pressure. Check.
All right, so I think that does that. And then we're going to have our I don't know why it does that. I hit the X, but it's like it doesn't. There's a parking brake. Didn't take long to get up to speed. Hello again, Bex. How are you? Just in time. We're taxiing out to our takeoff. Well, I forget, this doesn't have a front steering wheel. Basically, I had to use the this thing just wants to go. It's like flying the bird dog. Oh, nice. I was going to make a second cup for myself, but I'm like, nah, one's good. I'll deal with it. My doc would probably say one's one too many, but we shall see. Hopefully you enjoyed the farming there, Bex. This thing really just wants to go, go, go. Oh, Mick's over in the Posh channel. Hello, Mick. He wants the good seats. He wants to be able to see everything in clarity. Oh, good. Glad you liked it, Bex. Yeah, we got quite a lot done in that short amount of time. That's for sure. Well, that didn't take long to taxi out.
Con Tower Froggy 2377 ready at runway 17 departing straight out.
Froggy 2377 altimeter 29er.9er 2 wind 267 at tree. Straight out, departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 17.
Cleared for takeoff runway 17 Froggy 2377.
Crusty salute to Cons. Cannes Film Festival, very famous film festival here. I think this is the longer runway too. I'm surprised that it told us to go all the way here when there were shorter places to go. All right, we're all set. Let's get in the air. Hello again, Mick. In the less posh channel. And away we go. Ooh, look at that cruise ship right there. Oh, yeah. Quite nice looking. Got a larger one there and a smaller, I don't know if that's a yacht or a smaller cruise ship, but that looks pretty impressive. Alright, so try to get this thing kind of trimmed out. We don't want to go too high, so we have some nice scenery to see here. That's where the Cannes Film Festival is held, right there in the Palisades des Festivals. I think that marker for Cannes is supposed to be right over there somewhere, not out here in the water. I don't think the city's out there. I think we did kind of fly around here before. But we didn't go, I don't think we didn't find Monaco last time we flew around here. If I remember correctly. I didn't quite know which way to go, but now I know. So that's what we're going to go do. Go up to Monaco. Surprised we haven't gone over to a different change frequencies or whatever. That's rather odd.
Foggy 2377 leaving my airspace.
There we go.
Con Tower Froggy 2377 frequency change. Nice approach Froggy 2377 is type CubCrafter's CC-19 5 miles east of Con 2,100 feet. Request flight following. Froggy 2377 Nice approach. Squawk 0025. Squawk 0025 Froggy 2377. Froggy 2377 radar contact 5 miles east of Con 2,200 feet. Altimeter 29.92. Roger, Froggy 2377.
There we go. Well, that was nice and easy. Nice and easy in Nice. Should be Nice and easy. I don't know why the barrel appears to be stuck in that position. Now, this area was made famous in the movie Ronin with Robert De Niro. It was filmed around Nice. Parts of it, I do believe. pretty interesting film. It's one of the few Robert De Niro movies that I actually love to watch whenever it's available. But they did have some of the filming was done, I think, in Nice or in some of the surrounding areas. And of course, Monaco was featured in the film Grand Prix with James Garner. It was the opening race of the movie, where a driver crashed and went into the water. I think it was James Garner's character actually that did that. If you haven't seen that movie, it's quite good, I think, for the day that when they made it. It was quite good. John Frankenheimer did it, who also did Ronin. Yeah, it's a well-made movie. It's quite long. If you have it on VHS, there's 2 tapes for VHS. For the DVD, I think it's just 1 DVD, but they have the intermission, like they used to have back in the day, that you could go out, go use the restroom, grab some snacks, smoke a cigarette, whatever, you know, socialize a little bit, talk about the film and everything. So yeah, it was a nice film. I always like to watch it whenever I can. Ooh, that looks nice down there. That looks like a very expensive place right there, right off the left wing tip. I don't think I could ever afford to stay there. We're going to go just inside of the airport here, even though we don't have to worry about the anybody coming in, since I've turned off the live traffic, so we don't have to worry about that. So that when we come back this way, that's where we're going to turn into, right there, Saint Laurent du Var. We're going to follow that waterway in a little bit, and we'll end up somewhere over the left wing tip, somewhere over in there. Should be a nice way to end the stream, I think. Oh, this is certainly one area I would love to visit one day, although I think it's quite expensive to do so. I don't know that there's any place affordable to stay there, quite honestly. Other than sleeping on the beach, which I don't think they would let you do. But yeah, I would definitely love to visit the French Riviera someday. It looks amazing. And the sunset photos must be absolutely amazing as well, you know. We flew into Nice in the A320. It was one of the first flights. That's when the screens went blank. We still landed it. That was kind of a crazy day. That was so unexpected that we lost our avionics and all that, but we were lined up and we made it. I know Mick was there for that flight. I don't think Bex was subscribed to the channel yet, but Mick remembers that flight. Quite certainly, no doubt. Because I know he was perplexed, like, what just happened? I don't know. Yeah, there's the town. There's the city of Nice right here. We'll fly over there, and then we'll make our way up the coast a little bit more, or down the coast, depending on which. I guess you could say down the coast. But we're going along the coast. How about that? We'll continue our flight along the coast. I don't want to go too much higher because I don't want to. I want to be able to kind of see some of the detail and everything. Now, of course, this thing decides to nose over on me, which means we start speeding. I don't have to worry about overspeed and all that. And all heck breaks loose. Villa sur Mer? Huh. Saint Jean Cap Ferrat. I think I pronounced that correctly. Oh, look at this. Mick, I think you found another stroopwafel spot right there in Eza. Look at that. There's your latte. You can put your latte stand right up there. Have a nice view of the French Riviera for your customers to have their latte and their stroopwafels. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Yeah, that was some drama that day. You're right, Nick. That was insane. Where is everybody? I thought there would be more people. Oh well, I can watch it on the replay. I think Bex bowed out, left a like and left. Didn't even say bye. Yeah, so Saturdays is Spitfire Saturday. We'll call Sunday Scenic Sunday, because we'll do a nice flight around somewhere to see some interesting spots around the world. Yeah, I know. You're right, Nick, it is. Oh, okay, come on. You gotta trim out here, buddy. I think we're back at a nice, reasonable altitude. I'm trying to get this thing to settle down so we don't go much lower than we are already. I think this is a good spot right about here. I couldn't imagine living right here along the coast like that. That is just absolutely amazing. It's still nosing over. Come on, plane, settle down. Okay, there's Monaco Villa. So right there is the Monaco Circuit. You see the swimming pool complex, the famous turn going into the complex. They zip around and then turn It's like a left, straight, right kind of thing. The famous tunnel comes out right off the left wingtip. The whole harbor area, of course, is always filled with all kinds of, matter of fact, let's just circle back around. All kinds of yachts and, you know, the very wealthy come for Monaco weekend because it's a very prestigious event on the calendar, despite the fact, I know Mick will agree with me, it is nearly impossible to pass on that circuit. All the passing is pretty much done in the pits, but it's still a, you know, it's one of those things that it's on the calendar because it's always been on the calendar. You know, it's just part of the history of the Formula One series. Ooh, look at that. That looks like tennis courts. Maybe private football pitches or something. No, that's like grass tennis courts. Ooh, okay. Come on. Climb up. Doggone it. Killing me, Smalls. This plane does not want to settle down. That's okay. At least we're getting a nice view of the area as we fly over. As long as we don't crash, I'll be happy with that. Yeah, look at that. The casino area is right. You go up the hill. It is right up along. Where's the turn? I know I found it from the air. There's the casino complex, so, or the main straight and everything. The casino complex is down here, just below us. And then the turns, you go down the hill, into the tunnel, and back along the waterfront. It's a very interesting circuit, but yeah. Glad we could find that. I do like to find the racing circuits, whether they are part of the Formula One series or MotoGP, or could you imagine MotoGP at Monaco? Oh man, now that would be interesting to see. That first corner, oh man, that would just be riding on a motorcycle through the tunnel. Man, that would be interesting. I wonder if they've ever thought about it. I think we'll go up just a little bit farther, and then we'll keep going for a little while longer, and then we'll. Ooh, there's a little bit of wind, even though the weather's turned off. Interesting. We're getting a little bit of a bump. And we'll just continue along the coast here. Just taking some of the sights. Dream about going there on a vacation. You know, we can all dream, can't we? Definitely one of those places I'd like to go see one day. Maybe if I ever hit the lottery. Because at least then I know I could afford a nice place to stay in the French Riviera. Oh, look at that. Got some bridges back there. I don't know if those are roads or trains or both. I think that's a roadway. Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at that, way up there up in the hills. Ooh. Yeah, that's like a roadway along. Oh man, that is. I'd want to. And it doesn't seem like they have any pull-out spots, so maybe they do. I don't know, but I'd always want to pull off and try to take pictures from there. You know, you got a nice scene of the harbor below, and there's like a soccer pitch down there, football pitch. I'm guessing there's supposed to be a tunnel there. It's not rendered in quite well, but the idea is there, at least. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Now that looks like a challenge right there. Look at that. To come down through on this hill and go underneath that bridge and out over the Med. Boy, that would, there's no room for error down there for that. It's a very, oh man. I might have to try that one time just to see if we can do it. That would, oh, could you imagine though? Not going up, but just trying to find a good approach under there. That would just be phenomenal. I pass up an opportunity to see something like, ooh, I wonder if we could fly under that, or what if we did this? Yeah, that might be an interesting attempt. But I'd have to try it in a plane like this, I think, just to see if I can do it first. Make sure there's nothing blocking the bridge underneath it. You know, like there's something, because sometimes it feels like there's like an invisible wall. I crashed already just thinking about it. Mick, can you take care of that person on Twitch for me, please? Thank you. Never fails. You guys keep posting that crap. You just keep coming up with stuff, and it's going to keep getting reported, and you're going to keep getting banned, or your account's going to be available for a while until you guys stop that crap. I think it could be done. I just have to find, it would just take a couple attempts, but trying to find the right angle, you know, going into the, going in there, that would be, I think, the more challenging part. Boy, now it's like climbing like mad, whereas before it was like it just wanted to head for the ground. Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it. You're a gentleman and a scholar, no matter what they say. That one looks like that's pretty doable. You just have to come in right off the left or the right wing tip. Probably could fly through there. That doesn't look like much of a challenge. That might be a challenge right there, because you got even living over here just must be, well, this looks like farmland here. I wonder what they farm though. I wonder if it's olives, or I wonder what they farm here. Because it does look like there's farmland, or you could see like it's colored and shaped like it's farms, but I don't know what they would grow here. See, that one looks kind of easy. Just come through here and just go flat out through under the bridge, and I think you'd be fine. Especially the Spitfire. Now, if you can keep the plane kind of at a really cool level and come out under the bridge and head out over the Med. Ooh, well, that would be fun. Cannot get this plane to settle down. I don't know why. It's like it's got a mind of its own today. Yeah. Oh, could you imagine that though? Just coming through here like a bat out of hell in the Spitfire. Oof. Yeah, just come in right over there and just zip right down and out over the... That would be awesome. I might have to try that sometime. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know if it's possible or not, but it'd be worth the try. That one for sure. That would be so picturesque. Just come in over from the water, come around, dive down, follow the valley, and just go for it. Yeah. There's some nice bridges I think we could fly under, just for fun. The great thing is we don't have to have a permit. Yeah, I think so. Especially that one. That would be a really interesting attempt, I think. Because it would be so much fun just to be, try to keep it at a cool level, and you're just, flying down and just, just above the buildings, and yeah. I might have to try a couple attempts on that one in the Spitfire just to see if it's doable. Or no, I'd probably have to do it in a plane like this first, just to see if it's doable, that you can pass through with no like crashing or anything like that. The game may have its own sort of ideas what you can and can't do sometimes. So yeah, that's the great thing. You don't have to ask for permission. You don't have to ask for permits and everything else, and all the planning that would go in place. You just get in the plane and you just try a couple times and see if you can do it. And if you can, you can. Then if you can't, it's all good. Ooh, even better. I don't think this would be doable. I don't have the knowledge of flight to do it. But could you imagine? I'm just thinking. Now, I just imagine in my mind. You come down the hill in the F-15. You go inverted and go underneath the bridge, and then come back out, and then go back normal. You come out of the inverted, and then you climb out over the Med. Could you imagine that? Now that would be incredible. I don't know how you could do it, because the flight dynamics of flying inverted and keeping the nose up, I'm not sure how it's done. But that would be amazing. Even in the Spitfire, if we could fly inverted in the Spitfire through there, that would be cool. Oh man, I'm like thinking too much craziness. I know that's not what this game's for, but oh my goodness. That would be a short clip that I'm sure would get a ton of views. If we could do it, I might have to practice inverted flight and try to figure out how to keep the plane from nosing over into the ground. Because it's like the way that you would do it would be slightly different, I think, than if you were inverted or not inverted. So I wonder if there's a way to. I'd have to like practice with it at a reasonable speed and see if I can keep the plane from crashing. That would be amazing. That might be a challenge I might have to undertake just to see if it can be done. I think that would get a ton of views though. If I turned it into a clip, I have no doubt that would get a lot of views on YouTube. It might be my most popular video. Not that I think it would turn me into a household name or anything, but yeah, oh man, I'm thinking about setting aside the time somehow to make that happen. That would just be, if I could figure out how to do it, I think it would just be the most amazing thing ever. It would be like my crowning achievement. I don't think you could ever top a stunt like that. They'd always say in Hollywood, back when there was, before everything was CGI, somebody would do a stunt and they'll say, nobody will ever top that. And then somebody would find a way to top it, but it was like, it was getting dangerously, like, it was getting to the point, I think, that it was not a very safe thing, But, yeah, that would be quite an interesting undertaking, I think. But even if I came down full throttle down that hill and was able to maintain control of the plane, even would be, I think, kind of a feat in of itself. Wave hello to Monaco one more time there, Mick. We're on our way towards, we're gonna head inland and get ready to land. Have a nice flight through the valleys there. Adios, Monte Carlo. Matter of fact, I think I know I saw it. I don't know how I can find it again. Nope, that's not it. That's a swimming pool complex. It's not rendering in very well. The turn, I know I found it from the air. Man, that's an amazing football pitch right there. Look at that. Right on the... Wow! I wonder who plays there. Goodness gracious, that is just amazing. I think that's a football pitch. I don't know what else it would be. Yeah. I don't know. I'm always trying to figure out what else could I do other than just flying straight under a bridge. Like, there's got to be something else that we can kind of add some little bit of extra zing to it, you know. And of course, you know, back in the day, you had the wing walkers, you know, the people on the biplane, and somebody would be strapped to the top, and they would, you know, they would go upside down, and the person's got their hands out, and all this other crazy stuff that people were doing just to, well, it was a entertaining thing. It was a way to make a fast dollar, because people were like, oh, you know, I'll pay a few dollars or whatever to go see somebody do something like that. All, and I think it was kind of strange. It was all with the idea that what happened, what, you know, you could say you were there either way. If if this was all done and nobody died, you'd say it was the most amazing thing ever. But then also, you could say you were there if there was like this horrific crash, and you know, it would just, yeah, yeah, it's I don't know. I might have to try it out, at least in this plane, so that I know what's there before I try it in the Spitfire, if there's going to be any issues. Alright, there's the airport, so we're going to turn a little bit more to the right. We're kind of doing a lazy right hand. Well, hopefully everybody's enjoyed this nice flight along the French Riviera. Some beautiful scenery. Imagine Sunday afternoon, little cafe along the coast there, having your latte, or a late afternoon sandwich or something, just enjoying the scenery, enjoying the sun. Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie Ronin, do check it out. It's a pretty good action thriller sort of thing. Probably one of the few. Yeah, like I said, it's one of the few Robert De Niro movies that I love watching over and over. I don't care how many times I've seen it. It's a great movie. Alright, well, we'll head through the hills. I think that's the Allianz Riviera right there, right off the top of the right there. We're gonna head over that way just to make sure we got our landmarks so we know which way to go as we get ready to land here. Got the airport code, so I know which one to look for when we get close, so we can call for landing. Yep, there it is. We'll pass over that real quick just to have a look at that. Get that captured for one of our landmarks. Ooh, look at that one too. Oh, oh man. Wow. That looks like a challenge as well, right there. I need to stop thinking about this stuff. That one looks like that would be fairly straightforward, but it would still be, you come down the valley, down the hill, through there, turn out, and just follow it out right over the Riviera there. Yeah, I did not know we were gonna. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to land there. I want to land. Oops. Go this way. I wanted to capture this. I wanted to capture this landmark, not call for landing guidelines back there. That's a pretty good sized. I don't know if that's a football pitch or a. Yeah, it looks like a football pitch. Wonder who plays there. Wow, look at that. That looks new too. Space Cub, no, this is off the French Riviera, Nice. There's the Nice Côte d'Azur airport. The city of Nice is right over off the right wingtip there. So we went along the coast to go to find Monaco and Monte Carlo and all that. We flew around, so we're heading inland, and we're going to land at a small airport. But thank you for coming in. If you're not a follower, please do follow. Appreciate it. I think we've flown around. Well, we did point to point in Italy. I don't remember if we did. I don't remember if we did a flying tour of Italy's along the coast there, like the Amalfi Coast and all that. I have to look at that. That might be worth something to do. And just even though it's a very, there's not a lot of points of interest, but just flying along the coast would be a nice, I think, Sunday flight. Nice was featured in the movie Ronin, for sure. I don't know what other ones, but I know that one they filmed around Nice. And I think Rome as well, and maybe different parts of France. But yeah, I know they filmed in Nice. So every Sunday we do what I call Scenic Sunday. It's just a nice flight, try to find some interesting places, just enjoy the scenery kind of thing, you know. Something a little low and slow that we can just enjoy a nice little flight without too much drama or anything. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think they did do parts of the Transporter. The ones with Jason Statham, I think, were filmed around there. That's right. I forgot about that. You are correct. I got 5 viewers over on Twitch. Well, thank you all for coming in. If you don't follow me, please do so. We fly most every day of the week. Sundays is a Scenic flight. Saturdays we take the Spitfire and we just go for a flight and have fun with that. And but the rest of the week we try to do point-to-point flights, something interesting. So tomorrow we'll be in the A320. We're going from Dallas Love to Denver. So that should be a good flight. Yeah, I do too. Space Cub. That is one of my favorite. It's probably it's one of my few. I think Heat is the other one that I like with Robert De Niro because that was a really good action sort of movie. But it was very, you know, that's probably my other favorite of all of his movies. Casino's okay. Goodfellas, it's like, it's kind of, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I do like Heat and Ronin are my two favorite De Niro movies. Alright, so I know there's that, so I think if we head... Can't be that close inland, is it? I think it's farther out that way. Yeah, I think... Oh, that's way up on the hill. Those are little towns up there in the hills. Okay. Alright, I gotta go back to my notes here. Okay. I don't know that it's available to pick it yet, but I'm going to see if I can find. Oops! Wow, might be a little wind through here. All right, let's go for an airport. Nearest airports. Oh, there it is, right there. 26.
Lima Foxtrot Tango Alpha Traffic Froggy 23771 miles east 2,900 feet inbound to land runway 26.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. Ta-da! Well, that was easy. I thought we would have to keep looking for it. It seemed like it was much farther inland, but it's hard to tell from the aerial thing that we use to make our flight plans, but at least we'll have a nice flight through here. Wow, is that up in... No way. I thought it was in a valley. I thought it was like lower. That's like way higher. Ooh, well this is going to be really interesting there. Okay. Let's get some throttle and let's get up a little bit higher so we are prepared for our landing. We'll have a look around the airfield first before we go into our pattern entry, just to kind of get an idea of what's there, what we're dealing with. Yeah, see, the way it looked to me, it was like it was going to be down here in a valley like this. But it seems like it's up a little bit higher, maybe. Unless it's showing me, but... If the pattern entry is at about 4,700 feet, then I'm guessing the airport itself is, you know, maybe at 3 or so thousand feet, possibly. What are the blue dots? So those are all, so you have the cities or little towns along the way, and then you have the one with that marker there. That's obviously our pattern entry, and then there's another one that signifies the actual airport itself. But yeah, these are all just little towns or villages or whatever scattered around. It kind of helps if you're doing a VFR flight, when you make your flight plan and you say, oh, I'm going to fly from here to here, but you don't have like a actual, magenta line to follow or anything like that. If you kind of remember where some of the towns are, like I always make notes, Space Cub, so that I'm saying, oh, if I find this, I turn left or right or whatever, and then I should find the place I want to go. So it does kind of help if you can find, or if you know some of the names, so you can say, okay, yep, I know that's there, and then there's that other one up there, and okay, I'm heading towards the airport. So yeah, that's what those are for. And you just kind of move if you move near it, it'll show you the name. You don't have to be right next to it or whatever. I don't have to point a cursor because I'm on an Xbox. I don't have to point anything at it to get the name of the town or whatever, the little village or whatever it is. But that's what that's for. I think we're okay. There's the pattern entry. I'm seeing it now as we keep climbing up. Wow, this is going to be interesting. So I've never landed here before, so this is going to be an interesting attempt. I think we'll be good to go. I was thinking if it's in a valley, the pattern entry is going to be a bit odd. So yeah, we're going to Cyprus Alps Bazur Airport. That's where we're landing at. So it's a small little field. I picked 2.6 because it seems at the other end is the little terminal or whatever, or parking for planes. So I kind of feel like 2.6 is like the normal way that people land that fly in there. Yeah, this is up and wow. Okay, it's hard to judge what is, what's where. So I assume this was in a valley. This is up in the mountains, kind of. Oh, I think this is going to be a really scenic landing here. I want to try to get over towards the airport so we can fly around just to get a look at it before we go into our approach. Since we've not been here before. Now the airport name just disappeared. What's up with that? Okay, there it is. Yeah, one of the things I learned to do, because I can't remember all the all the information and stuff, so I put my from airport, the to airport, any other information that I might need to know that I can look at my notes real quick. So yeah, I try to plan out the whole week just to have an idea where we're going and what we're doing for our flights. I think we can kind of, I don't want to go too much higher. So we're coming in that way, turning right, and turning right again into the, yeah, see, I thought it was going to be down here in this valley down below. Well, it looks like it's going to be kind of a mountaintop landing. It's certainly going to be an interesting approach. It's like right on the side. Look at that. It's literally, it feels like it's right on the side of that mountain or that hill. So I guess that's like a small airport for the French Alps. Maybe taking snow skiers or hikers, whatever. Let's see. They might be. That's a, yeah, Space Cub. They might be. I don't know. I have to do some research in the area, and I should have done that, but you know, sometimes areas we fly around, I kind of know about it already, but that's a very good guess, I would imagine. Alright, plane, stop climbing. I don't need you to go up much higher. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a... Well, it's going to be an interesting landing, that's for sure. Well, let's see if we can get it done. Yeah, look at that. It's hard to tell if the trees are kind of high and then we have to drop down almost last second and then hit the ground. That's going to be a really... Okay. Well, I don't know, can I select a different runway maybe? 06 might be the better option at the opposite end. But you know what? We're already here. We're going to try it. Alright, we got to get some altitude lost here fairly quickly. I want to kind of nose it over and yeah, I know I'm going too fast. Ooh, oh boy. Yeah, I'm going way too fast. I nose it over just a tad too much. I want to get some flaps down so we start slowing down. Get the plane settled down. Okay. I feel like things are starting to settle down just a bit, but I don't want to go too slow and start to stall. And I don't want to lose altitude too quickly because there's a lot of, seems like there's some altitude change along the way already. There we go. Let's see how we do. Wow, we're just about 500 AGL. That's insane to think. So we're losing altitude, but we're still speeding too much. I don't know what else I can do about it, but alright, it's do or die time here. Yeah, it seemed like there's trees and we're just going to have to kind of go right over the trees and then drop down. Up. Well, there we are. Woo! Oops, daisy. Oops. Whew. Well, welcome to. Hello again, Billy. You just arrived just in time to see this landing. That wasn't too bad. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Whew. Well, there we are. Oh, thank you, Bex. Since Bex was the first one here, on behalf of myself and First Officer Bex, we'd like to welcome you to this nice little field here in the French Alps. We hope you have enjoyed today's flight. We know deep down in our hearts that you have many options when it comes to your Microsoft Flight Simulator viewing pleasures. And we're glad that you chose us. Come back tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, for the A320 flight from Dallas Love to Denver International in the A320. Should be a nice early morning flight. Thank you, Mela. That was kind of, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I think 06 is the better one because I think this is the uphill. So I think 06 would have been the better approach. But I didn't know that for sure. Wow, somebody's a nice plane here. Let's let them know we are clear of the runway.
Lima Foxtrot Tango Alpha Traffic Froggy 2377 is clear of the runway.
Go ahead and shut the engine off. We can minimize this, and then we just do the master avionics off, and then the battery. There we go. Why isn't it turning off? Is it the alternator? Fuel pump, alternator. I don't know why is it not giving us the end of the... Maybe there's a part of the checklist. Shut down. Nope. Interesting. Huh. I don't know why it's not giving us the all done. Huh. Well, I don't know what other stuff we have to turn off. The fuel pumps are closed or off. I don't think there's anything back there. Oh well. We got it. So well, that's going to be it for today, folks. I do thank you all for coming in. There we go. Turn that off. Nothing's giving us the end of the flight thing. Huh. Oh well. All right. Thank you, Mick. All right, that's going to be it for today, folks. I will see you all tomorrow morning, A320, going from Dallas Love to Denver. I think I've said it enough times. Anyway, thank you all for coming in. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace. Live long and prosper.